So, quick review here, you guys. The very first project that we did with the plates, right? What kind of hand building technique did we use for building that? Louder? Slab, all right? Then for the Sgraffito project, what technique did we use to build that bottom part? Pinch pot, all right, very good. And how did we complete the top? We rolled out coils, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take those 3 different hand building techniques, and you can just choose to use 2 of them, but you can choose to use all 3. But what you're going to do is that's going to be your problem that you need to solve, is to create a vessel form using those 2 of the 3 techniques. So here's some that I have done up, and I have papers here for everybody to take one here before you go back to your workspace. But on here, what I've done is kind of drawn up 3 different ideas. I really just want you guys, for time-saving purposes, to draw up 1 idea. And then on there, I want you to plan out how you're going to go about building it. So off to the side here on my little drawing sketch here, I have a little arrow saying I'm going to use pinch pot for this, coils or whatever to finish it, okay? So then on the back side of this is where you're going to draw your design, and then you and I will communicate back and forth. You'll let me know, kind of explain your design to me and how you're going to go about building it. So here's just some examples. So here's another one that I have built, and so the bottom part here was just pinch pot. And again, they don't have to be round, you guys, because notice I kind of squished it in to kind of be this oblong, oval type shape. And then we've got pinch pot again and pinch pot. Then what I did though is I took a knife back in and I kind of cut out this space, rolled out this slab and put that in there. And it was, I had to score and slip and get that to fit inside there. I also built it on top of one of these things, especially when I put that slab in there, because I was also really checking out this negative space that this kind of creates here as it kind of folds back over, okay? So on this one here, again, it was pinch pot, coil all the way up. Then I came back through with a knife and I cut out this star design. So don't think that you can't alter it once you have it built. This was 2 pinch pots put together, and then I went back with coils and kind of lifted up the foot and built the neck up. You're more than welcome to use the extruder hanging on the wall there, but if those coils are too thick, you could roll them out to be a little bit more on the thin side, a little more delicate looking, like what I've done for that one. So here's some examples that students have done. Here's their little sketch that they drew up. And the other thing that I haven't talked about is these cool glazes. They're called crystal glazes, so it's a little piece of kind of glass type, and once it heats up in the kiln, it kind of melts out into this other splash of color. So again, don't just think that they have to be round in design. This one was a square built with a pinch pot, and then she took a board and paddled it so it was more square shaped. Same thing with that one. So think, you know, on these, when I used the coil, it was to build up and I blended it in. Here I used the coils as decoration, so you can kind of see that they've done the same type of thing. Also, don't restrict yourself into just, you know, keeping it more traditional ceramic type stuff. You could go more on the sculpture side of it. This person kind of figured out how to make kind of like a palm tree type sculpture with using the techniques of slab, pinch pot, coil. Okay, so there are all sorts of these crystal glazes that we can use in the end. You're not locked into using these at all. It's just a chance for you to be able to use them on a project if you want. There's all sorts of colors here that you can check out and look at later. So here's your handout. Again, kind of look at how these were kind of built and drawn up, and then draw your idea on the back side. Then you and I will conference here on how you're going to go about building them, okay? So there you go. Have at it.